What's up everybody? Thanks for tuning in. On today's video, we are going to talk about 24 months for the rest of your life. Now, this concept is a really big theme in my opinion, and it kind of talks about what it takes to be successful, what it takes to accomplish complicated things and big things in your life. The question is, do you want to be successful and do you have what it takes to really get there? Most people today do not have the attention span of more than 5 seconds. That's honestly just like a goldfish just swimming away, doesn't even remember he was in that point 5 seconds ago. Most young people today just scroll through their feeds, scroll through one task to another, doing this today, doing that tomorrow. They never commit. And in order to succeed in life, and specifically in business, you have to stay the course. So the topic of today, 24 months for the rest of your life, is going to talk exactly about that. Now, before we dive deep into the topic of today's video, I would like to ask you to hit that like button and help this video spread to all your friends. It would really help me out. I really appreciate it. All it takes is one simple click for me to do a little bit better for you guys. So the concept of 24 months for the rest of your life, to me personally, is basically this. If you can commit to one thing, do it daily, do it as best as you can for 24 months straight, usually you could become successful, you could make a living out of this thing and hopefully become a huge success. Now, this concept is not something that I made up, it's not something that I thought of alone. I've read about it before. Sometimes people say it could take less, sometimes people say it could take more, but I personally believe that 24 months is the perfect time to form a consistent day-to-day habits, little habits that will turn you into a success story. Or not, but if it's not, you're going to be in a much better place when you first started off. Right? Life has no guarantees. No one can guarantee that you will be successful. If you want to be a famous actor, no one can guarantee that if you put in the work 24 months, you will become a successful actor. But if you really do the work, if you really try hard, after 24 months, if it didn't happen for you, you will be in a much better place than you were before. And to many, that could be considered a huge success, right? You could make a living out of acting without being Mel Gibson or Brad Pitt, right? So to me, that's a huge success. And I think if you can apply yourself for that period of time, good things will happen to you. Let's talk about this a little bit further. So studies have shown that it takes between 23 days to 66 days to form a habit, right? A habit. So, well, that's awesome. And I think that you should definitely take your time and try to build as many positive habits as you can. To really be successful, you need more than that. You need more than just a few positive habits that you do daily. You need a whole lot of things that you do consistently, and you do them over an extended period of time. So for me, the 24 months for the rest of your life thing is about more than just forging positive habits. It's about turning your life around, completely focused on just one thing until you make it happen, or you just become in a much better place that you were when you first started, that it was already worth it. Building successful habits is a great thing, But in order to build a successful life or a successful business, you need to take it to another level. You need to be an expert. You need to be higher than just good habits. You need to master your life. So a lot of people watching this right now might ask, Nir, a lot of people devote a lot of time to certain things and they still fail. So how can you say put in 24 months for the rest of your life while many people do those things and ultimately they fail? And my answer to that is you're probably right. But let's think about where they were when they first started and when they are now after 24 months or even more of trying to accomplish that thing that they wanted. And I'm sure we can all agree that the big difference is there and their life improved by a huge margin. Like we said before, life has no guarantees. You can't guarantee someone will become that NBA player, that NFL player. You can't guarantee you're going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos, right? But if you devote yourself to the idea that you can and you really put in the work every day, I believe that after 24 months or close to it, you could actually turn your life around. And if you didn't achieve the great success you thought you would, you will already be in a much better place that you wouldn't want to stop. You will just keep going because things are going so great that you just want to keep at it. I'll give you one example. Like if you want to change your fitness level, if you feel like you could be much more fit, if you want to look better, if you want to live a healthier life, all it takes is every day or several times a day, get out of bed, get up from that couch and, just go for a run, go to the gym, hit some weights, ride a bike, do anything that will work your body. And honestly, you don't have to be an expert. You just have to do it consistently. And I promise you that if you do that for 24 months, right, maybe you won't be Mr. Olympia, right? But you will be fitter, you will be healthier, and you will be happier. That's kind of like, it's not a fact, but it's kind of a given, because we all know that if you apply yourself for a long period of time, you will get results. Let's look at one example for someone who applied themselves for many years to accomplish one goal, and once they failed, they used all that they knew and learned and all the habits that they forged over the years to take that failure and turn it into a bigger success than anyone imagined. So I want to talk about today about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, right? Dwayne Johnson grew up believing he was going to be an NFL superstar, right? When you look at him, he has the physical capabilities of being an NFL star. He was on the right track, but ultimately he failed. Now, all these years that he put into the work, to the workouts, to the nutrition regime, to the mindset, that helped him to take that failure when he realized he couldn't be an NFL star and shift that to a different career. Now, we all know that when he got into wrestling, he became much more successful, and after that, he even used that small fame to build his acting career, and we all know where he's at right now. A successful businessman, a successful actor. I mean, you don't reach those level of success just by playing it small, playing it safe, and with the wrong mindset. So for me, Dwayne Johnson applied the 24 months for the rest of your life rule perfectly, right? He changed his whole life. I mean, I'm sure he does it today even. He gets up early, he works out a lot, he keeps himself healthy, he has the work ethic to show up every day, either to a movie studio, either to one of his businesses. He's doing the work every day, and for that reason, he is very successful, obviously. So if you're a young kid right now who's dreaming about becoming a famous basketball player, and you're putting on all this work, and after a few years, maybe you'll make it, maybe you won't, I hope you do. Just remember that even if you fail, you can always shift your passion to something new and use all that years of experience and good habits that you built to gain another level of success that will potentially be even bigger than what you dreamed about. Now, obviously, I can't promise you success, but I can almost guarantee that if you put in 24 months for the rest of your life at anything that you're passionate about, you could change your life, you could become successful at whatever it is that you want to do. It's an easy concept to understand, it's harder to implement, and honestly, most people don't do it. They just give up after a few days, maybe even after a couple of months, because not a lot of people that I know could dedicate that part of their life to just one thing or becoming really successful at one thing. And most of the guys that you see who have already made it, they understand this and they know how to implement it. That's why they even have multiple successes, because after they're doing it once, they can do it again because they already know the process. Alright everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this short video, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. It will really help me out. Make sure you subscribe for my channel to see the latest updates. I try and publish every week. I publish videos about positive mindset. I publish videos about entrepreneurship. And it would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to me and follow my content. I really hope I was able to provide you with some valuable information or any kind of value. I'll see you in the next video.